Guys have a set of front brake pads for a 1997 Lexus LS 400. And I was like, is that correct? And he looked it up and he's like, yep, same outline on the side here.
Alright, what's up, Curiosity Crew? I got some really good news for you. The Toyota Century is officially registered after 6 months. I first tried to register it here at my home in Lakewood. Then, since that failed, I was going to try and register it at the Hartzell property. Turns out I would have to build an entire house on that property in order to get the Century registered. Didn't want to wait that long, so I actually reached out to a friend that I have in Colorado Springs and managed to get the car registered there finally, which is fantastic. Why did I have trouble registering it all this time? Well, it was in for repairs, so that was a lot of downtime there while we were waiting for some parts from Japan to get over here. Plus, Denver doesn't really like my car or know what to do with it. They get very confused and somewhat angry sometimes. But my catalytic converters were also failing. Reached out to Denver County to ask, hey, what can we do about this? Can we put a universal carb in there? Can we custom make a catalytic converter for it or something? And Denver was like, no, it has to be OEM. I'm like, those don't exist. So right now we have some stanky catalytic converters in there. We'll fix that eventually. Now that it's registered in Colorado Springs, they're much more lenient on emissions, which is nice. But yeah, the idea is eventually we'll be able to get rid of the old catalytic converters and put a universal one in there and get that stank from showing up. So what are we doing today? We're starting with some very basic maintenance items. I have the front brakes here. They're from a 97 Lexus LS 400, from what I understand. These cars share a lot of parts, particularly in the brake department. So that's what we're going to attempt to do first, and then I've got a serpentine belt that should be the correct size based on everything that I've seen. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how this DIY work treats us. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. It's kind of like working on the Miata for the first time for me, where it's like, you don't really know where everything is, and you don't know what the condition of the hardware is. Are we going to strip a bolt? Maybe. Am I going to be sad? Maybe. Am I going to be happy? Potentially. We'll see. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's see what size lug nuts these are. They look pretty big. 21 millimeter. Get brake bar on here, brother. First time taking off the wheels. Good. Yeah, it's good to see that there's plenty of threads on there. These things are on there nice and tight, so I always get a little bit worried with spacers because sometimes you run out of threads and the lug nuts are barely hanging on, but not the case. But yes, we're doing brakes and rotors today. Oh my God, these are heavy. Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So yeah, you can tell that my brake rotors are looking a little rough there, so it's good that we're replacing them. And then yeah, got our brakes and brake caliper here. So as far as I know, it's just two 17 millimeter bolts holding this guy in. Should be able to get it off pretty easily. Hardware looks to be in decent shape, so probably just gonna reuse that for now. Oh, now I see the spacer. Yeah, that is a thick boy on there. I mean, they look to be the same size. Alright. Let's see if we can find some LS 400 brakes in the local area. Sure thing. So the store closest to me didn't have the front 97 LS 400 brake pads, so calling another store nearby. Looks like they have one in stock, so hopefully that's the case. The fronts are like really square looking, kind of bizarre. You guys have a set of front brake pads for a 1997 Lexus LS 400.
Check it out.
Cool.
You said LS 400, right?
Yeah, you got it.
So $69.99. It looks like those are the two options I have both in stock.
Awesome. And that, you said the Duralast Gold, those are the ones that come with the hardware?
That's correct.
Okay, and that's for the front set?
That's for the front set, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, would you guys mind setting that aside for me, and then I'll be on my way to pick them up? Heck yeah, can we get a W in the chat? Okay, I'm gonna go and pick those up. I'll be right back. Don't miss me too much. Well, we were back and got the brake pads from AutoZone. It's kind of funny because Duralast uses like a generic brake pad on the front of it. And I was like, is that correct? And he looked it up and he's like, yep. I looked at it when I got in the truck, good to go. But you can tell. Doesn't really look like the same brake pads, but you know, like I said, very square, rectangular. And these line up with what I saw with Century blueprints for brake pads, so I think we're good. Kind of nice that this comes with the hardware too. I don't know if the hardware crosses over, but we'll see. Well, not gonna lie, this looks pretty much the exact same. Yeah, I think it's the exact same. And, super nice, we still got our little screws in here to hold it all on there okay, so that's a benefit. Yeah, there's just like two 17 millimeters on the back, and this should come off no problem. I'll show you guys. So this is on the back side of the caliper. You can see right there, that's 17, and up there another 17. So, you can tell those brake pads were done. Pretty much completely chopped. So, let's replace that, and then replace this guy. Something that's interesting is that you've got these kind of slider pins right here, and there's just a little spring that keeps that all in there. Pretty nice. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Not yet. Woo! Oh, we got a brake sensor on here. Cool. I actually wonder if these things have even been replaced, like, ever. Like, look at this. That's rough. See that? Little brake wear sensor connects right there. So, I guess we just gotta migrate that to the new set of brake pads. Question is, how do we get the damn thing off? Some kind of clip there. Imagine this is it. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. That's what I like to see. Okay. Yep, that's one of them. God damn. Thing is on there. There we go. Whoops. Yeah, we got the new one here on the left, old one there on the right. These are the LS 400. Those are the Centuries. These are pretty much the exact frickin' same. Very good. They're about as heavy as the Miata's wheels. Beautiful. Screw holes line up, no problem. If you guys are doing this work yourself, I'll put a link in the description for the products that I bought. I'll just give it a little bit of extra torque there, and I think we'll be good. Should hold on, no problem. Alright, on to the brake pads. We got the old brake pad and the new brake pad here. Same outline on the side here. So like that's where the brake sensor is going to go into. And yeah, I'm not really seeing too much different. Very good. Alright, now what I'm doing is just compressing the caliper pistons here. I'm going to use an old brake pad and these guys, hopefully get that to recess back in. I don't really have a good clamp for this yet. I need to get one. Just want to make sure they're all the way set in. That seemed to do okay. So yeah, that is the old brake pad in there right now. I just had it clamped like that and was pushing on it. Seemed like they moved back all the way, which is great. We've got the new one placed in there right now, and the awesome news is that both of these holes line up. So I've never really dealt with like a brake system like this where it's got this big clip. Getting that in there was a little bit of a pain. You just have to make sure that one of the pins are out, essentially, and that makes it a lot easier to wiggle in there, get underneath this spring, and then force the pin up through there, and then you're good. So I think all I need to do now is just get this tiny little spring on, which connects these two pins, and then we can put the caliper back on. Well, I consider myself a silly goose, and I might have been too silly. I forgot to attach the brake pad sensor. So I think we're gonna have to take this apart again and install that. Alright, so I didn't have to remove all of the brake pads. I was able to actually get this on there without taking it all apart again, which is good. I got that pin back on there up here. You can see how that goes. Just connects those two other pins. And yeah, now we're just gonna attempt to put this back on. Got it. Bottom one. Done. Bye, have a beautiful time.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
And now it's time to do the other side. This is very interesting. I don't think this side has a brake sensor like that other side. At least I'm not seeing it right now. I think even the pin is different on this side. Or like the holding mechanism is way different on this side. Cool. I mean, it's not like dramatically different, but I'll show you what I mean. You can see this side doesn't have the little loop in it for the brake sensor, so yeah, it's just more of a standard looking spring. Still connects the two pins on either side. I need to start taking my own advice. Told you guys just a second ago that one of these pins needs to be out, and that way you can get this little spring in there. And what did I do? The exact opposite of what I just told you guys. Nice. Basically what I'm dealing with is just making sure these pins are facing outwards, and then you can get that pin in there and you're good to go. So, this side has, man, that thing sticks out like a sore thumb. This side has a, gasket, metal gasket. The other side did not have that. Having some trouble fighting that to get that to line up. Woo-wee! Man, oh man. It is a hot one out. All right, let's build a little bit of brake pressure here, get those calipers a little closer. Starting to feel better. There we go. Feeling good. All right, turn up the AC, man. I will have a video on this soon where I talk about my likes and dislikes. One of the weird things is that when you back up, it beeps inside and not outside. Oh, my parking brake's on. Probably good if I take that off. Oh yeah, I can already tell these brakes are feeling way better. We're just gonna go brake them in a little bit. Maybe get some gas if I'm feeling cute. Okay. We don't have anybody behind us, so I'm gonna go ahead and give the brakes a shot here. Definitely still a tad soft. Feeling good though. Not hearing any kind of bad grinding or anything like that. So I think these brake pads are perfectly happy. Yeah, we're gonna go fill her up with gas. Almost just hit the windshield wipers and not the blinker. But yes, we can stop. That's very nice. Oh yeah, I can tell these are grabbing a lot earlier than what was on there already. Fun fact, this is the only car that I have with AC right now, so it's very nice to have in this heat compared to the truck or the Miata. I'd say we did a damn good job today. That's the thing, man. This thing attracts an insane amount of attention because people feel like they recognize it, but they don't. Because it looks like some kind of old school, like 90s Cadillac or Buick of some kind or something along those lines. Definitely brings a lot of attention, which is very fun. But I think that is going to do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you watching, as always. Now that the Century is registered, we'll definitely be having quite a bit more content on this fantastic vehicle. So definitely keep an eye out for more DIY mechanics, as well as just some opinionated videos on what I like about the car, what I don't like about it, weird quirks, and so forth, like usual. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a bunch, keeps me motivated, and just keeps us growing and conquering new projects, which is always a blast. I don't think I'm going to tackle the serpentine belt today. That'll be in a different video. As a reminder, I upload every single Sunday. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.